Police, open the door. Open the door. Open the door. Hey, open the door. Nope, he's putting in gear. He's going. Don't do it. And he's gone. Oh, he's crashed. He's crashed. Nope,
Yeah, you can't close it.
Yeah, are you all right?
I'm good.
Okay.
In 2021, the Washington State Legislature banned most police pursuits unless it was for a violent crime or sex offense. While this might sound reasonable, the reality is that public safety decreases as criminals become more brazen, knowing the police cannot pursue them to enforce the law.
My fellow Snohomish County mayors and I share a deep and growing concern for the safety of our communities due to the tide of rising crime we are seeing.
In other news tonight, the city of Spokane, Spokane County, and the state of Washington all seeing a big spike in car thefts right now.
Vehicle thefts increased 88% for the first 3 months of this year.
Here in Bellingham, the numbers are astronomical. Statewide, in the first 2 months of last year, there were about 4,500 car thefts. This year, nearly double that, believed to be a new record.
I have never seen criminals as emboldened as they are now.
The Washington Association of Sheriffs and Police Chiefs point to a state Supreme Court decision that decriminalized the possession of small amounts of drugs and law enforcement reform laws that forbid police from pursuing someone in a stolen car.
Our mayors, law enforcement, and the community asked for help, and the legislature made the specific decision to continue to allow for blatant disregard of the law.
Law enforcement's deeply concerned that some policing reforms may have had unintended outcomes.
We are witnessing actual crimes like the ramming of police cars as criminals attempt to get away. This is both dangerous for law enforcement and for the public at large.
The reality is, criminally minded people are taking advantage of the new laws and creating more victims as a result.
And with the recent Blake decision at the state Supreme Court and the lack of a fix by the state legislature, we now have a scenario where it's very difficult to get individuals who are struggling with a drug addiction into treatment.
We're seeing a rise in drug addiction. We're seeing a rise in fentanyl overdoses, and not just overdoses, but deaths.
The Blake decision makes it practically impossible for our officers to enforce the law.
The direction of public safety in the state of Washington is leading to a mass exodus of police officers in nearly every jurisdiction.
The criminal justice system needs action and support by all.
Laws preventing police pursuits make arresting these car thieves a challenge, and low staffing numbers mean resources are already spread thin.
If current laws stay the same, we're going to continue to see a crisis in public safety staffing.
Fewer police officers means less ability to provide justice for victims. They need to know we are here for them when they call.
Chelan County was one of the first jurisdictions adversely affected by this new legislation. Our suspect was able to steal a school bus and simply drive away from us. Instead of apprehension earlier on in his crime spree, he was allowed to commit further crimes and destroy his house, also belonging to his spouse and children. This was completely preventable.
There are some criminal suspects that need to be apprehended while their crimes are being committed to prevent further victimization to our communities.
We need to take a balanced approach to this public safety issue.
No one wants more pursuits, which are inherently dangerous. But current law has created an atmosphere of defying the law even on simple traffic stops.
There is a victim behind every one of these crimes, and they need us to take action so their voices can be heard.
Victims of auto theft are too often those who can least afford it. With older cars, with fewer anti-theft systems, with less insurance coverage, and with greater impacts on their lives.
Recently, the state of New Jersey reversed its prohibition on police chases, precisely because of the same increases in crime and that the perception that fleeing the police was an encouragement to commit crimes.
It's important to evaluate these laws to see what is working and what is not.
We are not advocating for more pursuits. We are advocating for more police authority to engage in pursuits so the criminal action is not given a free pass.
As your local elected officials and leaders in public safety,
we're asking for your help.
We're asking for your help.
We're asking for your help.
We are asking for your help in getting our community
on a better path for public safety.
Our government works best when we
as a community participate in the process, and the time is now.
And the time is now.
And the time is now. The time is now.
Please reach out to your local representatives
and urge them to change the current laws
in support of public safety and providing justice for victims.
Please join us in advocating for safer communities.